about Perseus on the Gorgon's head. Tell me something about that story.
Perseus.
Okay.
See Perseus. See Perseus. He is he is a brother of he is a brother of the king. He he is the kindest man, and he's kind to all the people he see. His brother got jealous, and then said to Perseus, he can marry the beautiful Hippodonia if he can get the Gorgon's head. And Perseus took the challenge, but his brother tricked him. But all the villagers were wicked as the king, since he's the only kind man in that country. They all talk about it. They say that they have snakes as their hair, and very, very scary. Also, the snake has wings. Whoever looks into them will turn into a stone statue, they say. Now, Perseus, he was adventuring with fear and and tears, when suddenly a man came behind him and asked, "Why are you crying?" said the man. And then he stopped and just said, "I'm not crying." And then the man took off his coat and said his name is Quicksilver. And then they became friends. He said, "My sister." And Perseus said, "You have a sister?" And then he talked about his sister. She is smart. She doesn't really laugh. She likes the smartest conversations. And then they reached there. The islands of the three gray woman. Three gray woman is not still their kalaban, but they have 3 heads. We have 3 heads. And then they only have 1 eye. They share the 1 eye, popping their heads out of the 1 eye, sharing it to the sisters. They can't grow apart since they only have 1 eye. But one said to his sister, "Kiss me now. I want to see." And then she said, "Shush, I see something. I see something." and then she popped it out of her head, and losing the eye. She get the eye. Perseus runs and get the eye, and then he feels guilty. But his friend Quicksilver said, "First, say, where is the magical stuff? The hat, the bag, also the flying slippers." And then he asked the 3 gray woman, but they answered in confusion. He said, "We don't know about all of that stuff," said the 3 gray woman. Also, they and then he gave it to the sister named Scarecrow. So he ran off. But he found the magical objects. He gave one to his friend, the invisible hat, and he had the flying slippers. he, the sleepers tried to fly, but his friend Quicksilver got it. He also shined up his shield. And then Perseus asked, "Why did you shine up a shield? You will need it later." And then they started to fly with the flying slippers. So the flying slippers went on, and Perseus said, "Who is this bumping into me?" "Haha, that's my sister," said Quicksilver. And then a voice suddenly appeared. And then Perseus heard the voice and then started to, and then he finally reached the Gorgon's head. Before that, his Quicksilver and saw the Gorgons were sleeping, even the snakes, but one cannot sleep, even a single bit. But said one, "Light up your shield and you will see who's the real Gorgon, because one of them is the real Gorgon." Also, the Gorgon, and then he light up his shield. He found the real Gorgon and cut off her head and ran away. But the two other not Gorgons waked up and now see their sister. Except the snakes, they were still alive and then still and still and still they're still protecting their owner who was dead. Also, they tried to catch him, but the invisible helmet helped them from not getting caught. So they were confused. So he went back to the palace, and then the king said, his brother said, "Did you get the Gorgon's head?" He said, "Yes." He said, "I will show it to all of your people." And then they said, "Sure." He called all of his people except for a few, taking care of their children. Also, a Gorgon's head. They said, "Release the Gorgon's head. Show us. Maybe he's lying, since no one ever cut the Gorgon's head to marry the beautiful Hippodondia." And then the king said, "Open the purse and show it to me, or else we're gonna make your head." And then he took it out of his wallet and showed it to them, and then they all turned to stone. And he said to his mother, "No one will ever punish you again."